A shooter to not shoot a higher percentage.
Halliburton, little curl into the paint. Thing of beauty. So the foul against Bruce Brown, his first. And go right to Brown in the box. Turn, step back, fade. So pretty.
Also contesting once Brown elevated.
Jaylen Brown just surgical with his feet. Gets to the cup, and Boston.
He said they're showing signs, and that last possession was terrific from a defensive standpoint, but you got to finish your defense by controlling that backboard. And I didn't think it was a great call, and Carlisle, though, reluctant to want a challenge.
Banton up top, and Luke Cornett. 18,000 here tonight in Indianapolis. Three-pointer from Pritchard won't go. Offensive rebound, Banton. Pritchard up top, it's Cornett starting to tee off.
Well, he's been on that low block, forcing a rotation and then just making the right read out of it.
Boy, Toppin and Halliburton is there to put it back.
He's more of a defensive-minded player, but they do need him to not be a liability offensively.
White just masterful with his feet.
The Pacers have done a good job on Tatum. Only 3 of 9 from the field, but able to get right to the rim on that one.
Halliburton on a three-point check. And that is a live line. What a game, what a first half this has been so far. Derek White.
It's as good a defensive backcourt as you could possibly have. They got size, IQ, both can block shots and move their feet, and Jason Tatum
has been able to dictate pace, something that very few teams have done against the Pacers this year. Tatum, deep shot.
And what they're doing is they're searching out matchups. Right now, you saw that they wanted to attack Halliburton.
Right here early in the third.
Yeah, easier said than done, Stephanie, against this Boston team, but just desperately trying to tighten the clamps. Halliburton lights the lamp from deep.
And it just feels like Halliburton's going to have to be a little more aggressive to score in this half. And
Jaylen Brown puts it down and contact.
Crowd
7 per game. Enters the night just under 22. Halliburton switching left hand. Playing with more aggression here. Tyrese Halliburton, Greg, leads the league in assists. But boy, he is putting it up, and he's getting hot. There's the monetary prize, and these players aren't going to say no to money, but they're such competitive players, and a young team like this that hasn't been in the playoffs.
Forcing Horford to overhelp, and then he's not able to recover and get out to that three-point shooter.
Tatum, a chance at 3. Remaining in the quarter. Here comes Bruce Brown, turns the corner, and he takes contact by Mathurin. Look how fast Indiana gets down the floor. Here comes Halliburton to the rack. Missoula and the Celtics. Shot clock at 8. This is TJ McConnell. So good with his feet. But he takes Cornett to the schoolyard. Here comes McConnell again. This is what they do. They push, breakneck pace. McConnell turned back. And then it's healed.
It came out to start the second half. Their best player, Tyrese Halliburton, got it going. But now it's been the bench. And McConnell with a huge impact defensively. And great patience there on that finish.
Cornett playing some of the best basketball of his career of late. Here's Mathurin. That's good. 10 on the timer. Turner. Got it.
Really good patience there by Bruce Brown. Recognizing the mismatch back in the game for the Celtics. See if they can get back to what was successful for them in that first half. But how about that attack by Neesmith?
You can look up and see this kind of score. Still, granted, 6 and change left.
Almost 90s basketball, right?
It's going back to your day, GA. Offensive rebound, Horford. They get it to Brown, and he buries a triple. The lead.
And he's also been a tone setter for them defensively.
Horford, here it comes, extending to the cup.
Huge basket for the Celtics.
Drive and kick Halliburton. Neesmith just flicks it. Boy, this feels like a heavyweight fight at this point as we hit the 5-minute mark in regulation. Jaylen Brown taking a little bit of a bump.
You're not going to always be able to execute yourself into a good look.
Haliburton trying to shake Holiday. Off balance three, and he knocks it down. How does this one end? Boy, what a pass. Just exquisite look from White and Brown.
Set up a set to attack the smallest lineup of the Pacers.
Buddy Hield taking White, and he goes glass.
Contact, and that's what allowed Brown to kind of gather and contest.
But look at Nesmith, it keeps coming. Tatum elevates and hits. Inbound to Haliburton. They've still got plenty of time. 7 on the timer. Haliburton tracked. Off balance three, and he puts it in. And a chance at 4.
Plenty of time to get the ball back in Haliburton's hands if they don't get a catch and shoot.
Haliburton, the inbounder. They have to work quickly here. Throws in straight away. It's Hield. That's good. And his pass broke it up. Haliburton ahead of the field. Nesmith drops the hammer.
And that one should do it.
Boy, Tatum gets it back. Celtics looking for one last gasp. It's Tatum. Drew Holiday a little bit slow to get to his feet. As Tatum now with 30. And now Boston goes for the quick whistle here. 28.6 left. It's a 7-point game. Greg, as a coach, you look for those breakthrough moments when you got a young team. This is it, potentially, for Indiana.
It hasn't ended the way you would have liked, but the environment and the experience and atmosphere has been top-notch.
Aaron Nesmith, who has found a home here in Indiana. What a role he's played as Tatum quickly gets to the cup. So 32 for Tatum, 23.4 left. Boston trying not to go quietly here. Inbound to Hield. As Boston gives chase with Brown. And
Celtics team that was equally as motivated, right? They wanted to advance as well, but give this young upstart Pacers team a tremendous propel a young team, because you get to see what it takes in order to get to that next level. If you're Rick Carlisle, you could challenge it if you're not happy with that call.
Brown's going to fire and hits. So still a 2-possession game. Brown with 12.2 seconds left. So the Celtics will try to extend this even more. They'll put Bruce Brown at the free throw line with 10.7 left. Five-point game. Boy, this game looked a little different than the first meeting between these two teams. A 51-point win for the Celtics as Tatum has his pocket picked.
And they should be, because they play an exciting brand of basketball. And in a weird way, I do think, like, they're leading the league in scoring. Make it up defensively like what we saw tonight. They're going to be a tough team, because you're still going to be offensively. You're still going to have to be guarded, but you're winning possessions defensively. That's when you know you got something special.
In a breakthrough moment.